coming up well behind the Mobile for the 2380. Coming up nicely. All set. The field has speed. Good line, they're racing. Rufus Youngblood has gone away quickly, but so has Marin King along with Atta Candy. Just in behind them, Avant-Garde, followed by Bon Marché, Cherokee Chief, quite famous second last, and Thorlo Bella's last. Going hard on the top turn the first time. Rufus Youngblood out 3 wide. He's trying to head off Marin King and also Atta Candy. 6 metres away, fourth is Avant-Garde. Then Cherokee Chief on the outside. Bon Marché one off the fence and second last as Rufus Youngblood goes to the lead. Here's quite famous though from second last. He's peeling out. Cherokee Chief, though, comes out in front of him, plants him out 4 wide down the straight the first time. They're attacking Rufus Youngblood. Bon Marché second last and 4 metres away, Thorlo Bell. Quite famous on the outside, joins Rufus Youngblood. Out of the straight the first time, 4 metres in front. Atta Candy on the leader's back and Cherokee Chief racing fourth. Then Marin King from Avant-Garde. Bon Marché second last and 2 metres away, Thorlo Bell. Out of the straight inside the 1600. Rufus Youngblood given a breather by a metre. Quite famous racing second, Atta Candy third, Cherokee Chief is fourth, followed by Avant-Garde. Then Marin King, second last Thorlo Bell, and ahead away Bon Marché the outside. 15 metres would cover the field inside the lap and a half. Rufus Youngblood ahead in front, quite famous on the outside, testing him. Atta Candy's having a nice run third from Cherokee Chief fourth. Avant-Garde back on the inside, 2 metres to Marin King. Thorlo Bell second last, and up on the outside is Bon Marché. Around the turn, a bit more than a lap to go. Rufus Youngblood the inside, quite famous the outside, stride by stride around the turn. 5 metres in front of Atta Candy and Cherokee Chief. Then Avant-Garde. In behind them came Marin King. Bon Marché from last now goes forward, and back at the tail is Thorlo Bell. 900 metres out, quite famous on the outside, and those in front of Rufus Youngblood the inside. Atta Candy's had a very good run third. In the centre, Cherokee Chief being driven along. Bon Marché goes to the outside 3 wide. Avant-Garde held up on the inside from Marin King, and back at the tail is Thorlo Bell. Out of the straight the final time inside the 700. Still nothing separating Rufus Youngblood and quite famous. 4 metres away Atta Candy. He gets to a clear third if good enough. Bon Marché's under pressure. Avant-Garde gets to fourth from Cherokee Chief, then Thorlo Bell and Marin King. 500 metres out. Quite famous on the outside. Drew a metre in front. Rufus Youngblood not going well. Atta Candy comes off the fence. He's coming in after quite famous. Then Bon Marché, Cherokee Chief and Avant-Garde. Marin King back in behind them, followed by Thorlo Bell. 250 out on the turn. Quite famous will straighten up 5 metres in front. Atta Candy slowly picking him up. Rufus Youngblood can't go on from Bon Marché and Avant-Garde. Quite famous 200 metres out, 2 metres in front. Atta Candy slowly but surely bridging the gap. Rufus Youngblood can't go on. Quite famous a metre in front. Atta Candy on the outside draws to him. Atta Candy put his nose in front. Quite famous won't give in. He's coming again. Atta Candy just in front near the line. He's got there by a metre on the line. Atta Candy by a metre to quite famous. 10 metres away third. Bon Marché, I feel, just in front of Rufus Youngblood. Then Avant-Garde from Marin King. Cherokee Chief was second last, and last in was Thorlo Bell. Atta Candy, number 3, driven by Vin Knight. Completes a treble for Bob and Vin Knight. Number 3, Atta Candy, driven by Vin Knight. You'll find as the winner of the Christmas free-for-all. From number 10, quite famous Jim O'Sullivan. And third placing to possibly number 2, Bon Marché. It appears the judges call for the photo on race number 5. As the photo sign is not in use, it's not working, so it's highly likely that the judge has called for the photo to race number 5 to separate 3 Atta Candy and 10 quite famous, and a fair way back possibly Bon Marché third in front of Rufus Youngblood. And there's the number 3 Atta Candy, Vin Knight first. Second placing goes to 10 quite famous Jim O'Sullivan, and third placing in the event goes to 2 Bon Marché, Noel Shin. 3:10.2 on race 5. 9/4 Rufus Youngblood. 1/5 for Avant-Garde. 3:10.2 on race 5, the free-for-all. In the 6th, the Chris Howe Trotters Cup, scratching number 1, Lord Alias, race 6, time to start at 10 past.